Hello and welcome back everyone for the second game in this best of 5 from IEM Get a Beach, and we are going to be heading into the game now between our blue Zerg player on Antiga Shipyard. He is going to be LiquidTLO, and in the right, I guess top right if you will, spawning position, we're going to have our red Protoss player as mouzMana. And the first game did go to Mana. Some great Warp Prism harass along with some awesome Warp Prism micro. And he was just a little too much for the greedy playstyle of LiquidTLO. TLO did try to go up to a very quick 4th base and then even a quicker 5th base. And Mana kind of realized this, just started pumping out units and came at TLO very, very, very hard. Does look like we're going to see a very similar play. Forge Fast Expand from mouzMana. Just going to be interesting to note if he is going to go for a Nexi or is he going to go for the Forge first. More than likely going to see a 14 pull out of TLO as he likes to play fairly standard in the early game. He doesn't do too much cheese, if you will. Even though it is nice to throw that in every once in a while, especially in a best of 5, just to keep your opponent guessing, you know, maybe with a 6 pull or even a eco 10 pull. And as we can see, both of these players do know that this is cross spawns. Thank you, IEM, for using the correct version of the map. As a lot of times, if, say, Mana were to spawn here, the 3rd base for TLO is like almost impossible to hold, as he can just be basically sieged up. I believe Colossus might be able to snipe a few units here with extended thermal lance, as well as it's just such a quick route for any sort of Stargate play, which would heavily favor the Protoss. Anyways, we have Mana coming down with a Nexi first. And we have this so annoying probe here at the natural, and the question is he going to lose it just like last game? No, he is not. So TLO does get down this hatchery. Not too late. He did delay it for just a little bit, but we're just going to see 2 Zerglings coming out. Forge down for our Protoss player, and probably just going to see some sort of, you know, gateway cannon. Little probe as the final piece of the wall off. 2 Zerglings coming out, and it does look like they are going to head over. One's going to head over to this 3rd base just to make sure that it's not getting cannon rushed, and probably 2 kill off this super annoying probe. We do see another really kind of quick 3rd base coming out of LiquidTLO here, and he does get the pylon block off, so this is going to delay it a little bit, but it's not really going to be that big of a deal, as LiquidTLO should be able to get this down around the 430 mark, which is still pretty standard as far as timing. And are we going to see a cancel from Mana? Yes. So he does save himself just a little bit of minerals, and he finally has enough now to throw down this 3rd hatch. So at the 430 mark, really not a big deal. As I said, if you get it anywhere between like the 420 to even as late as the 5-minute mark, it's really not that big of a deal. This probe was probably spotted, and I'm going to be interested to see if he tries to throw down like a proxy pylon, we'll say right here. Then come up here and, you know, sneak into the base and do a little warp in. Maybe some zealots. Cybercore coming down. And I'm not sure how I feel about this playstyle from Protoss. I understand that a Forge Fast Expand is extremely necessary, but I would like to see one of these tech buildings maybe replaced with an earlier gateway, as they're so important, and if you get roaches up here or even Zerglings, and that tech is picked off very early, it's just so bad, as you can't either make stalkers or your upgrades are going to be significantly delayed. Bunch of drones coming out from TLO, and he's probably going to be hopping up to 2 gas here fairly soon. +1 being researched, as well as Warp Gate. Stalker coming out, and that's kind of interesting. Okay, no, he does actually have his Zealot out, and he's just going to hold the Xel'Naga Watchtower with this. We do see 2 gases, and now an early 3rd and 4th gas, and TLO's Overlord, as we can see, is in a great spot. He can just barely spot this. That is very necessary. This pylon's going to allow the Protoss player just to warp in down on the low ground. we do see TLO just kind of droning up 7 drones in total. Creep tumors coming out, and he is such a good creep spreader. It's ridiculous, as you can see actually on his he always hotkeys his creep tumors, the active ones at least, on the 0 hotkey, which I believe he did say he actually rebinded to the tilde. I'm not 100% sure on that though, as the 0 key's a little far away to reach. Zergling's just going to be poking around, making sure that there's no sort of pylons out in the middle of nowhere. He's going to start working on these rocks. I always found it weird that the Zerglings can actually hit it from this side. It seems like they should have to be up here, but eh. Great little spot here from TLO for this Overlord. This is a very typical spot for proxy pylons to come down, as you can put them in right here and then warp in on the low ground, which is not going to be possible in Heart of the Swarm. Just a heads up, Protoss players. 3 more gateways coming down, fairly standard. Templar Archives, this is interesting, so we might see some very early DTs, more than likely, coming out from LiquidTLO, or not LiquidTLO, against LiquidTLO from mouzMana. +2 on the way. Galil Reconstitution, and +1 Ground Carapace on the way. 6 roaches coming out. Macro hatch is down for our Zerg player. Nice little Overlord train. You can see this Overlord is just seeming to give instruction to the rest of his Overlord buddies. Oh no, this Overlord almost was lost, but just barely salvaged. And that is 8 gateways. So, oh, he actually utilizes this for Templar, so maybe he's going to go for some sort of a, yeah, it looks like an 8-gate Archon push with Blink and +2. This is going to be a ridiculously strong all-in. Overseer is coming out, and he's definitely going to spot this. Does he see the Templar Archives? Yes, he does, and he knows that it's researching, so this is, or Twilight Council, I'm sorry about that. So he does know that there is a possibility for that, and this is going to be a crazy strong push. 1 Archon can deal with so many Zerg units, especially this early on, and with +2 already available. He's going to have Blink for his Stalkers, so they're just going to be able to do kind of whatever they want. Huge counterattack, though, coming out of TLO. It's funny, they actually just danced around the center and weren't even paying attention to each other. Oh no, and I would have loved to see these Zerglings start to get up in there. And it does look like we're going to have a ton of counter pressure coming out from TLO, and now mouzMana is going to really have to decide, what am I going to do here? Okay, and the Cyber Core is down, and it does look like he's just going to push up in. And force fields, good force fields. We do see cannons coming down, and this is very important as a Protoss player. You must do this. And I would love to see TLA do a similar thing with a whole bunch of, oh my god, how did he get this many roaches out? This is absolutely amazing. GG for mouzMana. He knows he cannot hold. Thank you for watching Game 2, and yeah, hopefully you'll tune in for the rest of the best of 5. Game 3 should be coming up shortly. Please follow me and contact me at any of these links down here below. Just let me know, you know, how was the cast? Was it good? Was it terrible? Just let me know. Don't really care. Just need some feedback to know what I can improve on, what you guys are looking for to see. Thanks for watching, and the Game 3 will be up here shortly.